What's going on, BST family? Today we're going to be talking about how to load our back leg or our drive leg properly when we're pitching. So the biggest thing and the biggest issue I see with amateur athletes is when we're pitching, a lot of guys don't load their leg, the lower half properly, or the drive leg properly. Good analogy I like to use for guys is that before we jump up, we need to load down, right? In order to put that stretch on our muscles, using the stretch shortening cycle, we'll be able to jump up as high as we can. The only difference when we're pitching is that we want to be able to produce force going down and into our front foot rather than kind of jumping off our back leg. So the thing is, I think the biggest issue with these amateur athletes is that they start producing energy either too early and kind of come up, or they don't produce any energy at all and kind of just collapse that back leg into internal rotation. So the two biggest things we're going to be talking about and how we need to load our back leg properly is, first, is how we're loading our back leg into external rotation, right? So a lot of people call it torsion, or giving our hips a big enough arc to be able to drive into internal rotation. So the biggest thing we need to focus on, right, is loading that back leg into external rotation, so not getting internally rotated. And the next thing is creating that forward momentum, so that way we can get our hips off the mound enough to be able to get this line from our ankle to knee driving towards the target. Again, okay, if my hips don't get far from my back foot and I start to drive, I'm gonna jump up. But as I get my hips further from my back foot, now I'm in a good position to drive off my back leg. Okay, so again, to reiterate, okay, we're loading our back leg, we're being really, really patient up until our hips are far from our back foot as possible, and then from that stage, we can start creating power. But to be the first and foremost, the biggest thing is getting our back leg, getting our body in a good position to start creating force into that front foot and creating force in order to rotate our hips.